The TSAR Bomba, the most powerful, destructive force the world has ever seen. How could such a deadly weapon be developed? After the United States dropped Little Boy and the Fat Man on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ending the Second World War, the Soviet Union decided they wanted to also dip their feet into the nuclear end of the pool. So in 1956, the Soviets set out to show themselves as the most dominant force in the world. And in 1961, that force was shown. Here is a comparison between the bomb dropped on Hiroshima and the TSAR Bomba. Hiroshima was only 15 kilotons worth of TNT, while the TSAR Bomba was about 50,000 kilotons of TNT. However, before any testing, the Soviets needed to develop an aircraft capable of carrying the bomb. Igor Kurchatov, a then Soviet physicist, had a chat with Andrei Tupolev, a pioneering Soviet aeronautical aircraft engineer in late 1945, and decided what aircraft could possibly carry and deliver the bomb. They then settled on a Tupolev Tu-95V, a modified version of the Tupolev Tu-95. Due to the weight of the bomb, they had to completely rework the internals and externals of the Tu-95, such as the engines, bomb bay suspension, and release mechanisms. Then in 1956, the Tu-95V was designated as an official bomber of the Soviet Air Force, and was used in mock bomb trials until 1959. Once the Soviets started performing bomb trials with the Tu-95V, they started development on the bomb in two stages. Stage 1 was from 1956 to 1958 and was titled Product 202, which was developed in the Russian Federal Nuclear Institute, or the All-Russian Scientific Research Institute of Technical Physics. The second stage of development was from 1960 to 1961 and was titled Item 602, developed at KB-11. Once used, a quite small fission bomb known as the primary explodes. Next, energy from the primary is transferred into the secondary stage. That energy compresses fusion fuel and the spark plug. It then becomes supercritical and performs a fission chain reaction, continuing to heat the compressed fusion fuel to induce fusion. Any energy that is released further heats the fuel, and finally, a sort of fireball forms on the bomb and explodes. Nikita Khrushchev, the first secretary of the Communist Party, announced the tests of the 50,000 kiloton bomb on October 17, 1961. The bomb was tested just 13 days after. The Tu-95V took off from Olenia Airfield and flew over to the state test site number 6, located on Novoya Zemlya. A backup Tu-16 was flown quite nearby. The bomb was dropped at a height of 10,500 meters and detonated at 11:32. As the bomb went off, a blinding flash was visible from as far as 1,000 kilometers away. The mushroom cloud produced reached a height of 67 kilometers and 90 kilometers in diameter. The bomb was so powerful, the shockwaves circled the Earth 3 times. This is a superimposed image of what the total destructive radius of the TSAR Bomba would look like over Paris, France, with the red circle indicating the area of total destruction. The radius would be about 35 kilometers. All in all, the TSAR Bomba is the largest recorded man-made explosion in history. It was a long and grueling 5-year process for the Soviets, and when it was demonstrated, the whole world was on edge. Let's hope it stays that way for a long time.